Hey guys, what's up? It's iJevin. How is everybody doing? I am back with more Minecraft Survival, and yes, I know. I have not given you many episodes of this here lately, but, you know, sometimes I just gotta play this up. I just get sick of survival, so. But we're here now, and we're gonna make the most of it, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually going to give you a couple episodes, not exactly sure how many just yet, possibly 3 or more. We're actually going to go surface exploring, and you're like, surface exploring? What the heck is that? Well, I want to get a bunch of clay, because I want to make a bunch of the different clay hardened blocks so we can use those. I also want to try to find horses. I got some saddles with me, things like that. And just general resource collection. We don't have a lot of wood and things like that, so it's going to be pretty beneficial for us to go service collecting. And I've never done this, I don't think, before either, by the way. So, you know, as we go, we're going to stop, chop down a tree or two, and, oh, there's clay right there. See how this works out? See how good that worked? Let's collect this, but I don't want to collect everything that I see. Obviously, that would take a very long time. But I would love to find some horses today. That's the main thing. I would, even if we tame them and then leave them in a spot somewhere, that would still be just wonderful. I'm trying to think of a way that I haven't been yet, but man, there is. We're on the newest snapshot, by the way, and I didn't realize it was this like, wow, chunk errors everywhere. I'm not sure if anybody lives this way yet, so we're gonna head out this way, I think. Yeah. And normally I would collect stuff off the surface. Oh, there's an ink sack. Inky sack, I'll take that. So I got myself some water next to me. I am good to go. Very serious about the whole diet thing, and I really just want to change my health and how my YouTube channel is ran and everything like that. It's just, you know... Oh, this says... I didn't even realize this had flame on it. Let's make sure... There we go. That's like free cooked food, man. It's a shame because Miss iJevin, she works a lot during the week, right? But then she doesn't really work a lot during the weekends. The gym membership that I have a membership to opened on the weekend, open on the weekdays, closed during the weekends. What gym do you know that does that anyways? This is about the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, so I can't exactly go to the gym when I want to. I do have a membership, though, which is exciting. We've had one for a while, actually. Miss iJevin canceled hers because apparently her work is all, like, fancy now and just kind of builds in their own gym. They're like, psh, we don't even need this. So, take all of that good stuff. And like I said, I just want to do some general just resource collecting. So in the meantime, we're actually going to tell a story. So a lot of you guys really seemed interested in my past love life. And not like sex or anything like that, but my past girlfriends. So we're going to take an adventure that young Jevin learned about females and had different girlfriends and things like that. So, oh, we gotta sleep in just a second though. Collected. Look at all this cooked meat we're getting. Holy Lord, I love every second of this. Okay. Go. Okay. I'd say that's good enough. Let's go ahead and plop our bed down. Get a drink of my water. I love water. And the good thing about living in Dayton is, even though Dayton's like the ghettoest place on earth, we have like the 5th best like drinking water in the country. So even though we're ghetto, I guess they're like, well, I guess if you have to live here, then you're gonna have good drinking water because that's all you're gonna be able to afford. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started with the story, I think, and I'll probably be interrupted a million times trying to find different things. Let's see what's over here. One thing I want a lot of is coal. We have like 0 coal, by the way. The iron's not too much, not too important. So let's see, where do we start? Where do I start talking about girlfriends? Well, let's start in kindergarten. You're like, damn baller? No. When I was in kindergarten, there was this girl named Emily. And Emily she was like the sexy kindergartner that every little kid wanted to be with, you know? And like we had like it was called mail time, I think is what it was. I forget exactly what it was. But you could bring people letters, and I was gonna have my brother write her a letter. So my brother wrote her a letter like, "Yeah, girl, you're my boo." Not really. It was more like, "Hi, Emily. I think I like you," because you know I was like, how old was I? I had to have been like 6. I couldn't have been much older than that. I mean, so I never gave it to her. I didn't have the confidence because I was a chicken shit. But yeah, that was kind of my first experience with girls. Was in like the first literally in kindergarten. I'd never really had a problem talking to females before, and I say that because it's just the opposite gender. I don't mean that in any kind of like any sort of like I don't know how to say it, any type of mean way, I guess. But yeah, I've never really had a problem talking to women before. It just comes naturally, I guess. But, so, let's see. There was a lot of girls that I liked, and, like, you could definitely tell that, like, my class of boys were very interested in girls very early on. Like, even, like, in the 3rd grade and stuff, people were trying to get girlfriends, and it was pretty crazy, like. So, I want to say my very first girlfriend, like, my very first serious girlfriend, we'll start there. Very first serious girlfriend was Jessica. We had talked about her in the previous video, between me and Ginny breaking up, and after me and Miss iJevin getting together, she was kind of the in-between person. Well, like I had said before, I had met Jessie, like, really young, actually. Like, her family, all of her, like, her mom's, all of her kids, and siblings, I should say. Like, she had 2 brothers, 2 younger brothers, and, she played baseball with him, and that's how I met them, because I played baseball with him as well. Here, we're going to get our inventory straightened up a little bit here, because this is terrible looking. Good God. Do this. Put these into those squares here. But yeah, so I met Jessie, you know, pretty early on. She was cool. I didn't really notice her too much, like, at the time, because at this time, you know, I was playing baseball, and I really wasn't really focused on girls, I guess. I don't know. I had a big group of friends. We didn't really worry about girls too much, and so, you know, I didn't really pay attention. So then the next year comes around, and a guy that I had went to school with started going out with her, and I'm like, well, I'm jealous, you know. The jealous bone kicks in. And, because, you know, I really liked her. And I don't know how I didn't notice her the year before, which was weird, because I don't remember that at all. So, you know, we're in this thing called DARE. It's like, I forget what it stands for. It's like against drug abuse and alcoholism and things like that. It's like a summer camp, basically. So, we're all going to summer camp. And my friends are, like, making out with her and stuff. I'm like, oh, fuck me, this sucks, dude. So that was, like, a pretty terrible time. I mean, but, you know, it ended. They ended up eventually breaking up because she hated his guts, I guess. But, so we're at the park that we played baseball at. It was me, and I'm going to name some people here, and I'll explain who they are. It was me, Robert, Duncan, and Jessica, or Jessie, is short is what everybody called her, Jessie. So, and Duncan and Robert are, like, my best friends, you know? Been friends with them since I was, like, 2. We hang out, skateboard, do whatever together. Let's see. So, looks like there's maybe a desert over here. Let's go there. So, yeah, those are my best friends, and we're at the park, and we're on the swings, and Jesse's just sitting there chilling, and this was, like, at the time. Oh, I guess somebody's been here. No, I don't think so. At the time, I could not talk to girls. I was scared out of my mind. And so I'm, like, looking at the ground, and we weren't even talking about anything. There wasn't even, like, nobody knew that I was actually going to ask her out. So I'm just, like, I just blurt out, I'm like, Jessie? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, will you be my girlfriend? And she's like, yeah? I'm like, well, alright, you know, I'm fucking excited. And, like, it was the most random thing, and Duncan's like, well, that was kind of random, but, whatever, cool, guys. So, you know, it was a pretty funny experience, and, you know, it was actually pretty weird, to be honest with you, but turns out she actually had a boyfriend, and she dumped him for me. I felt kind of bad, but, you know, whatever. But haters gonna hate, playa. Nah, so, you know, things are okay. And we actually broke up because she went to a different school. Like, I went to public school, and she went to Catholic school, so... like, other than baseball season, we never really saw each other, which was dumb because we lived really close. So we broke up, and then I want to say, I'm trying to think about who was next, to be honest with you. I'm not, like, trying to brag or anything, but I'm just trying to figure out who's next here. Who's next and then? No, okay, let's go over that way. So, you know, time passes, and the breakups, it's over, you know. And then, like, it's my birthday is in December. So, like, I get a letter from Jessie in the mail. And, you know, happy birthday, and she writes me a letter. And it's funny. And, like, she thought I hated her because, you know, she broke up with me. And, you know, that stuff doesn't go lightly with people. So, I was, like, out skateboarding that day, and I broke my hand. Well, I didn't break my hand. I fractured my finger on my writing hand, so I couldn't write her back. So I had some girl at my school write her back for me, which was like one of my good friends. Oh no, we've already been here. That means we need to go straight, pretty much, because when we went caving before, this is exactly where we came. I didn't realize we were actually going that way. Alright, fair enough. But yeah, so it took me like a month and a half to write her back, and because I kept trying and I kept failing, because you know my hand was fractured. I had my hand was in a cast, so I couldn't do much, and so we write her back, and you know, kind of spilt the beans in the letter. It's kind of like the first time I had really ever loved anybody, to be honest with you. And, like, when I tell you guys these stories, I'm being, like, 100% legit the entire time. I'm not holding anything back. So, when I wrote her the letter, and this is why I went to my friend at school, one of my best friends at the time is a girl. I was just like, you know what, just tell her. Be like, fucking, I love you. So, we wrote that, and then, I forget how we got in contact. I think either... she gave me her phone number or something, or maybe her phone number was on the thing. I can't remember. I think maybe she wrote back and was like, well, here's my phone number, just give me a call, maybe. Because I didn't have it at the time, so... and this is the second time that we hadn't even went out yet. Well, so, like, we're talking on the phone, and, like, we're kind of talking about the letters and things. I'm like, so, what'd you think of mine? And she's like, I actually really liked it. I'm like, well, this is a good sign. So, you know, I'm like, so will you go out with me again? And she's like, are you being serious? And I'm like, am I laughing? And she's like, yeah, of course. That's awesome. I didn't think you would actually ask again since I broke up with you the first time. So the same thing kind of happened, you know. The first time we probably went out for maybe 2 or 3 months, and this is like puppy love, man. But at the time, you know, it seems so long because it's like your first boyfriend and girlfriend, and you eventually get over breaking up with them. I mean, it happens. So you know, we start going out again, and we see each other a little bit more because we're older. And hold on, I'm gonna get a drink of water real fast. There we go. So you see each other a little bit more, you know, which is a good thing. And so, oh, that was gross. Sorry about that. She was actually my first kiss, by the way. And that happened kind of randomly too, but it was more of a, well, I have to leave now, and then we just kissed, and it wasn't anything like super romantic. Oh, planes, awesome. This is what we've been looking for. So yeah, you know, it happened really quickly, and horse? Was that a horsey? No, that's a cow. All right, let's sleep right here. I don't want to spoil the surprise of going over the hill and sleeping. So, I would say by now we're in the 7th grade middle schoolish type. Ooh, I get the burps. I'm sorry, guys. Come on, horses. So, you know, we're in middle school, and, you know, things are... Oh, that's a big ravine. And things are going okay. And eventually we broke up again, which was sad. And it was mainly just because, you know, we did talk on the phone a lot, but we never really saw each other again. You know, we were really young, and we didn't have license or cars or anything like everybody has now. I mean, so we broke up again. I think I broke up with her that time. Oh, I just fell in. No, I didn't. Whew. Okay, let me eat some food here. We gotta get back out of this thing. I'm just kind of looky-looing around. Okay, so we broke up again, which was kind of sad, but my mom and dad were heartbroken because they loved her like more than anything. So you know, it was school time, so me and Jesse wasn't really seeing each other, and so, you know, I found another girlfriend. Her name was Lisa. Lisa was so like around our neighborhood there was like the base group of friends, and if we're gonna find a horse, now would be the time. These are new chunks, by the way. So I'm just gonna start going across the field left and right and see if I can cover the whole thing. So Lisa, she had a brother named Randy, and Randy was he skateboarded with us. And that's how I met her. Well, I ended up really liking her, and then I pretty much just, like, you know, I just pretty much asked her out, because by this time, I wasn't too shy to talk to girls. Man, this is pretty cool. I wonder what this is, like, classified as. This is a plains. Okay, good. There's gotta be a freaking horse here, man. So, you know, at the time, I wasn't really too shy to talk to girls, but I was still a little nervous, but, so I asked her out, she said yes, and that's the first time I ever watched Fight Club was with her. She was like addicted to the movie because it probably just came out, I would imagine. She had it on DVD, so it had to have been just out of the movie theaters at least, I think. But so we go out for a while, and then we both kind of started losing interest, I think. But you know, she is a girl. She had her brother do the dirty work. And her brother gave me a letter that she can't even break up with me to my face, which was pathetic, by the way. Yeah, man, there's no fucking horses. Sorry for the cussing, guys. So yeah, she had her brother break up with me via note, saying, yeah, I don't really want to go out with you anymore. But yeah, this was like the 7th or 8th grade, so it doesn't really matter. So let's see, we're to about 8th grade now. I didn't really have a girlfriend for most of 8th or 9th grade. Or actually, oh, this is a big ravine too. Jeez, what are we finding, man? But, so yeah, you know, 9th grade rolls around. I'm a freshman in high school. This is a big plains area too, by the way. I would be really sad if there wasn't any horses here. We might actually, oh, horses! Look at them! Oh my god, they're so majestic. Hey, how you doing? Is there any more? Ooh. I like you. I like all of you. Ooh, you got a stripe. Alright, we need to tame these guys. I didn't bring any leads with me, but, okay. Alright, come here. Time to get on, buddy. Come here. Let me love you! Are we friends now? Oh, he loves me! Okay, let's put a saddle on him. There we go, so now we can ride him. Yeehaw! Oh, this is awesome! I love it! Oh god, no. Okay, so our coordinates for our house, -250, -50. Here's the game plan. So we're gonna dismount, and we're gonna make like a little area here. That should be good. Let's make a crafting table. This is awesome! I found horses! Okay, so let's go here. But, so yeah, back to the story. It's freshman year of high school. A lot of new people, a lot of new people. So I met a couple different girls. The first of being Heather. Heather was a redhead. Never go out with redheads. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. They are something feisty. I'll tell you that much. They're pretty crazy, to be honest with you. But yeah, me and Heather went out, and apparently she was like lying to me the whole time, like about everything. Her brother's like, dude, she's lying to you about all kinds of stuff. So, after probably 4 or 5 months, because, you know, it wasn't all that bad all the time. He was just like she's pretty crazy sometimes. You might want to watch her. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'll do that. So let's make some fence gates here. Oh, stop trying to bite me, fucker. Go away. Alright. So, yeah, Heather actually transferred schools because she was going to our school, and then her mom hated our school, so she ended up going to a different school. Is this the one we tamed? Yeah. Come here! Yay! Wee! Oh god. Okay, he's fast. He's a fastin'. Don't you leave. Don't you leave! Alright, where'd the other ones go? Okay. So Heather transferred schools, and that was pretty much how we broke up. We never, the other girlfriends I had, we never actually like saw each other because they went to different schools. So anyways, on to the next one, huh? The next girlfriend I had, her name was Allison, and Allison was, I don't know how to say this, and I want to keep it like PG, obviously.